Welcome to 2025. So, we have a new year, new stuff to do, and wanted to bring you up on a couple of things so we can get the new year rolling in. Most people have been wondering why no videos in the last couple of months. A lot's been going on. My wife has been officially deemed in full remission for the cancer. We had 4 birthdays between November and December. Christmas, New Year's, Christmas Eve, Three Kings Night, whatever the heck went on at the castle a couple of weeks ago. It's been a total friggin' madhouse. Then, of course, you still within the Christmas and New Year's and stuff, you got to go to the parties, you got to go to the family dinners, you got to go to the family lunch. So anyway, I am all decked out as you see because I'm down in the basement and cleaning out the aquaponics filters. And since I did the work down here and brought the boxes down, I figured I might as well just go ahead and shoot the video down here. The main reason for no videos with everything that's been going on though is my computer bugged out on me. And unfortunately, my wife's computer simply cannot hold up to the task. One minute the sound would go out, the next minute I'd lose a USB port. I had to the GPU. I had to replace and refurbish the fans on the GPU. It had reached its limit. Normally, I do a new computer about every 5 years. With the house and everything going on, trying to get people to help me with stuff because the back, the neck, everything's gotten much worse. Health has not been the greatest these past 4 or 5 months. But if you listen to the last couple of videos, you'll notice the voice was really, really low. You couldn't hardly hear anything. And even though I was umping everything to max, I'd record it and then up it again. I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And what was happening was the sound jacks were shorting out. The emergency headset that I put in for it with the microphone and everything was USB and not direct. And I had to put it into the front because the back USB ports were going out. It was just bad overall. So I just said, okay, I can't do this. It's not doing any good. Nobody can hear really what's going on. And so I just shut everything down. And I spent November researching everything that I wanted. Then Black Friday, Cyber Monday, after Christmas, New Year's sales, I bought everything, built the system, and now it's back up and running. What did we get? I'm sure the geek heads are going, well, what did you get? I got a Windows 7 with 6 gigabytes of DD RAM. It's a massive machine. Now, here's what we got. Let me move over here a little bit. So, first of all, this is a little project we're going to be doing in a minute. That is for the new tower. The new tower has 2 frontal intake fans. My old computer had ridges and then the intake holes inside the depths of the ridges, and it made it a real pain to clean. We've got 3 bloody cats, okay? And especially during the transition of fall to winter and winter to spring, even though I'm grooming them every day and so on, I just got hair everywhere. Fortunately, with the new house coming up, I'll have a fenced out area in the back and they can go outside. away from everything. So the new one I got, it's a flat front, making it much easier to clean. And that's what this stuff over here is going to be. We're going to make a secondary filter to keep that fine hair from being sucked in. I made sure in my continuing endeavors to be more eco-friendly, that everything, the components, the fans, everything, none of it had that LED stuff. Okay, it's not flashing. You don't see-through with all colored things going. No, it's wasted energy. Okay, straight black case, boom. We put in a new power supply. Let's see, what have we got in there? We've got a, we went with a X70E motherboard. This has both a 2.5 and a 10 gigabyte Ethernet connection capability. Hopefully by next month I'll be getting either a 3 or 10, depending on which line they're going to run to the old house, fiber optic coming directly into the house. I'm wanting to get the 10 gigabyte. And then I've only got that, we used to call the last mile, but which is actually going to be about 20 feet between the fiber optic router. The Ethernet will run directly into the computer. So it'll go, I mean, that's the best I can do without going a full FireWire or something. So we've got a X870E Creator Asus motherboard. We put in dual intake. This is called the Be Quiet. It's 240 millimeter dual front intake fans. What is this? This is a 1050 watt power supply. We're running a AMD Ryzen 97950X Radeon graphics card, Radeon CPU with built-in graphics. We're running some Vengeance. It's a dual pack of 48 each. So we're running a total of 96 gigabytes of DD-RAM. We're running 4 NVMe M2 SSD solid state 1 terabyte drives. We've got a 2 terabyte SATA drive in there as well, plus a HD readable, writable DVD optical drive. The CPU is liquid cooled with a radiator section at the top, so it blows out through the top. Actually, I think it's coming in, cooling, and then everything's going out the back with the front blowers, and I've got another fan in the back. So we've got all of that. Then I've got the refurbished, because after all of that, the whole build took about 2,000 euro. This is an 11 gigabyte 352-bit GDDR5X NVIDIA GTX 1080 Ti graphics card with 11 gigabytes. This is the one I refurbished for this for right now. Later I'll be either putting a 32 or 36 card into it. And that's all of the basics on that to get everything back up and running. So we've now got everything back up. New system. I'm still running Windows 10 because Windows 11 is having some, they put Windows 11 on it against my wishes. The thing is, with my spasms and my handshakes and stuff, putting in things like the CPU and so on, I have become deathly afraid of destroying the little pins when you're trying to put them in. One spasm and that's it. And so I've been taking my last couple of builds down to a computer company in town, and they got a new person, and he thought he knew better on what I needed than what I told him what I wanted to be done. And after I got it back, it took me 5 days to recover and fix everything the way that it was supposed to have been, that if they had followed my instructions, I never would have had to do. It was a real pain in the dupa. I will not be going back to that company. So, the computer's up and running. We've got our scanner. We've got our OCR. We've got our ORC. I forget which one it is. We've got our printer. Everything's hooked up to it. The dilemma is the cat hair. And that's why I got the front that has a flap. The top one, the top vent for the cooling system, has a small mat that goes over it that acts as a secondary filter to keep everything from getting all fluffed in there. But the front is just the fans with the flat mesh in front of it, and I wanted to have some way to easily change and clean that without it sucking all that cat hair inside the system. This is what I came up with. I've ran a couple of tests, basics, and it seems to be working quite well the last couple of days. These are just cleaning cloths. You get them, they're mainly used like for the kitchen, the bathroom. They are almost virtually see-through, but it's a very, very fine mesh. It's very breathable, but it's very strong. So I can change these out, wash them, hang them up, let them dry, and I can make me several of these and keep that clean. The dilemma comes is, how do I keep one little thin layer of this there, that if the cats want to brush past it, they just don't knock it off, where only because this stuff is so thin, it'll barely hold itself there by the intake of the fans. But if any slight movement, hard breeze from the window being open or something, it'll blow it away. So what we're going to do is, I've got some of these. These are basically little clips for holding curtains. And the little clips, they come with a little dangly piece on there and so on. And what we've done is we've removed that, and we just have the clip, which is this one right here. Bink, bink. They're nice, they're strong, they do the job. Then the next thing is we got some power strips. These are like for putting a picture up and then you pull it, and so it doesn't tear up the paint and stuff. So we've got one of those. We got ourselves a black marker. Remember I told you the tower was black? Cosmetic only. And we've got our tool of the gods, our Dremel. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to rough up both sides of this clip. One is so that the sticky tape will stick to it easier, and the other side is because I want to paint it black, so when it's holding this, it blends in with the thing. So let me get that done. You might want to box up your ears. I keep it fairly low because if my hand goes, I have severely cut into my hand using this, and I'm not wearing gloves, so I want to, ouch, come on. There we go. Black permanent marker.
can tell I use real high-tech tools. If you've been watching any of my videos on my DIY stuff, tell I really use high-tech tools for this stuff. Now with this, what I'm going to do is fold this almost in half, because these are not flat, they've got a slight bend to it, and I want to thicken that so it sticks to it. And then the side that I did not color, is the side I'm going to stick to that. And then I don't want my cloth sticking to the other side of the sticky stuff. So I'm just going to trim it back. And there we go. My little pull tab is down here, so it will be under the cloth, and it'll basically stick onto it like that. Okay. So now that we've got all that done, let's go up. You can have a look at it while I put this on and see how this works. Okay, just in that short time it's already sucked up cat hair. So what we're going to do is right here, if my hands will stop shaking, I'm going to put that there. Then we're going to take our little pre-cut piece, bring it up, and there we go. Then all I have to do is, when I want to clean this once a week, is I can pull this off, clean it, put a new one on, let this one dry, and I basically got myself a little fine hair filter there now. Above, if I can get a hold to it, this is the mesh that goes on top, and it's got a little magnet or a little sticky that runs around it, and it fits right into a groove. So that stays in place. And that's about it, boys and girls. This is the new machine. We're running a large AOC monitor, and we are running it at 2560 by 1440 at full HD. And right now I'm testing one of the games to get ready for the stuff. So let's get on with the rest of what we were looking at for this year. All right, so for 2025, this is my current plan. One, we're looking at starting the house. So there's going to be some little DIY projects going on in there.
About March, we're going to do our first of the year harvest of the aquaponics system. We'll have a video on that. We'll do a retake on how well the worm bed did from the fishing stuff over the winter. See how those little puppies grew and so on. I've got, I want to do at least one video a month on a retro game. And then of course one video a month on cooking. Those are the basics. Once we hit the summer, there'll be other things coming in, such as going out on fossil hunts. I'll be doing some stuff on making new experimental rigs for fishing and gold panning. So we got a whole lot of stuff scheduled to go for this coming year. The only holdback at this point, one, is my health, and I'm still currently locked in to having to take my wife to and from work 6 days a week when the migraines allow it. There's been a couple of times where the migraines, I just couldn't even get off the sofa. The wife had to call in sick from work because with her current condition, she cannot drive safely. So that's all that's coming up. Welcome to 2025. Anyway, enjoy. Of course, that like and subscribe stuff, that's totally up to you. It does let me know if people actually like it or not. If I see the subscribers go up, that's about the only thing I use it for. This is not like a TikTok thing to make money or whatever. It's just stuff that I do, things that I do that hopefully other people find of interest. So, salut, enjoy, and I'll see you on the next video.